ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం. ఆపాదమౌళిపర్యంతం వందే గురుపరంపరాం. అస్మదాచార్యపర్యంతం వందే గురుపరంపరాం. ఓం. టుడే దుర్గా సుక్త.
Okay.
రామకృష్ణ పరమహంసస్. ఓం జాతవేదసే సునవామసో మమరాతి యతో నిదహాతి వేదః సనః పర్షదతి దుర్గాణి విశ్వా నావేవ సింధుందురితాత్యగ్నిః తామగ్నివర్ణాం తపసా జ్వలంతీం వైరోచనీం కర్మ ఫలేషు జుష్టాం దుర్గాం దేవీగుం శరణమహం ప్రపద్యే సుతరసి తరసే నమః. అగ్నే త్వం పారయానవ్యో అస్మాన్ స్వస్తి బిరతి దుర్గాణి విశ్వా పూశ్చ పృథ్వీ బహుళాన ఊర్వీ భవాతోకాయ తనయాయ శంయోః విశ్వాని నో దుర్గః జాతవేద సింధున్న నావాదురితాతి పర్షి అగ్నే అత్రివన్మనసా గృణానోస్మాకం భోజ్యవితా తనూనాం ప్రసనాజితగం సహమానముగ్రమగ్నిగుం పరమా సదస్తాత్ సనః పర్షతి దుర్గాణి విశ్వా క్షామద్దేవో అతిదురితాత్యగ్నిః ప్రత్నోషికమేఢ్యో అధ్వరేషు సనాచ్చ హోతః నవ్యచ్చ సత్సి స్వాం చ అగ్నే తనువాం విప్రయస్వాస్వభ్యం చ సౌభగమాయజస్వ గోభిర్దుష్టమయో నిషిక్తం తవేంద్ర విష్ణోరను సంచరేం నాకస్య పృష్టమవి సంవసానో వైష్ణవీం లోక ఇహమాదయంతాం. ఓం కాత్యాయనాయ విద్మహే కన్యాకుమారి ధీమహి తన్నో దుర్గి ప్రచోదయాత్. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. హరి ఓం తత్సత్.
Thank you. Maybe you should explain the meaning also.
I think you are the better person to explain. I am not fully prepared.
Okay, no worries.
I know here, there. It's more of Kali, Durga, and the maximum it is talking more than Kali about Agni. That means it's
Correct.
Rigveda. And it starts from Agni only. Jataved Sesanova Masoma Marathi Atoni Dahati Vedaha Sana Parshe Durgani Vishwa Kshamad Devo Atidurita Tyagni. Like that.
Correct. Right. So we'll keep it for some other day then.
Yeah. I'll try to, whatever I learned, I'll try to, this is an opportunity for me to say in front of you.
That's good.
And, maybe
blessed.
I can tell you one day in advance what I'm going to do that next day.
Oh yes.
Better you giving explanation.
No,
Because you can connect with the spirituality. I connect with the more of the spirit, what you call, religious meanings.
That's okay. But it is.
Yeah.
We are very blessed to hear that.
Yeah, I think, but you can chant something and then also give a short explanation.
Yeah.
That
you
I
can
Then
do that.
bigger explanation Vilas can give.
Yeah, that I can do.
So now you can try.
No. For this, I am not fully prepared.
Okay.
Maybe what I will do is, I have a small 4-line related something nice mantras also. I'll try to give that, and when I chant a bigger one, maybe tomorrow I can do Purusha Suttam.
That will be good.
So Purusha Suttam is already known, Sahasraksha Sahasra, but that I will do it tomorrow.
Maybe you do it today.
No,
Yeah. Go ahead.
no, it will take a longer time.
No, let it take
Chanting
time.
takes longer time.
No, let it take time. We can go over it. Not an issue. We can bring it to spirituality. Not an issue.
Actually, for me, I am doing it 1/3 of my normal pitch. So it is not coming properly.
No,
It should be at high pitch. From home, it is perfect for me.
no, that is okay.
I am very much used to that.
No, that is, at present the pitch is very good. You don't have to go high.
No, it's vibe. I am not able to get that to
Okay,
breathe. Not
okay,
that.
fine.
That's some problem is there. I think if I adjust, it should be okay. And also, as soon as I come and sit, little pranayama is required before starting. Else, then we do Om and for a little longer time. Then it comes.
Okay, fine then.
So, shall we keep tomorrow? I am okay today also chanting verses. Tomorrow may be good. It is too much every day because The focus here is your spirituality. So starting this mantra is okay.
Okay, done. So then
Okay,
But
we
my
can
fine.
do
feeling,
tomorrow.
it will have its own significance. Tirtha
Okay.
means only so much. You
Yeah,
cannot drink more.
So tomorrow Purusha Sukta with an explanation from you, but
We
Okay.
can do one thing.
At a high level, I can give.
We can go to ground floor. We can sit in Vikram Sila or in
yeah, people
Takshashila.
will come. Oh, what some puja is happening there?
Yeah.
Please come and check.
No, nobody
No,
will
I can
hear.
get the official clearance from GNV. He will support. Only thing is, then I should not be labeled like a mantra man.
No, that's okay. Anyway, so but yesterday we were there in Takshashila. Vikram Shila. There
It's very
were
good
two
place.
other meetings with what I can speaker and the mic and everything. That was not audible at all in that thing.
Yeah.
So just like we had one in BTP, where you can't hear, the same thing is there. So instead of sitting in this place, we can go there.
Possible.
So we can try tomorrow.
We
Okay.
can try. If we all together face to face.
Yeah, face to face.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
tomorrow I'm coming to office, so we can.
Okay. Oh,
Every
tomorrow
day
I
I
am not
plan to
planning to come. Tomorrow I am not
Uh-huh.
planning to come.
Tomorrow from your home you can do that.
I can do that.
Yeah, so you can do with your full pitch Purusha Suktam, and after your explanation, I think we'll all will become enlightened.
Yes. Okay. Now coming back to the subject. Now
Yeah.
what further on Annamayakosha? How would you practice?
Ranjini.
So you want to practice Ranjini? Okay, there is an easy way out. I don't want to put you in a spot. It's very simple. Observe the nose. Hole in the nose. You just have to observe in every one hole in the nose. And hole in the ear and one big hole in the mouth. I mean, you don't have to close your eyes. You can open your eyes and do it. The reason why I'm telling you is you get Akasha. Okay, so you get Akasha. So this is Akasha, this is Akasha, this is Akasha. Okay, most easy. So Kama will immediately wipe out if you see Akasha. So the first top element is Akasha. So you can make Akasha. Then you can look at temperature. So Teja or Agni or whatever you want to have. So you concentrate on the Akasha and the Agni, heat. Then two elements if you are able to do, then you can look at Jala or Apo, the saliva. Just concentrate on saliva and you look, everybody has saliva, whether a dog or cat or human being or anything has saliva. Okay, you don't have to look at urine or other things, that is not required. You just look at saliva. So you have come to the third basic element. So we did Akasha, then we did this. Vayu. Vayu is difficult, so what you need to do is look at the breath. So, and when you are watching somebody, like if I'm watching Ranjini or Lata or Bhatt, I need to watch how their body is moving up and moving down. Just like an engine which has started, and it'll not, you cannot switch it off. Only once it switches on and that's it, and it switches off permanently. There's nothing like I can switch off and switch on. So I can see the whole body going up and going down. So if there is a person sitting there, he could have controlled that. Since nobody is sitting there, it just happens as a process. So I see Vayu. Then I come to Prithvi. So I need to see the bone. Instead of the face, I need to see the bone. If I could do that, Vairagya is immediate. No.
Can you say again all this five?
No,
First is-
wait for a second. Now I'll start with each one of you. I'll start with myself. This whole, If I were to open it like this, you see how the face changes. It looks so horrible. Only when if it is closed here, it looks okay. See, if I were to do like this and I open my mouth, it looks so horrible.
I feel laughing.
No,
it,
that is how the practice is, right? You
Yeah,
need,
yeah, I understood.
no, it looks
See,
like
actually, after all this, we should be able to see the Virat Rupa, right?
you
In
will be
this.
able to see.
Yes.
no, it looks like that Rakshasa we put in front of the house.
Yes,
And
exactly, exactly. So,
Yes, yes.
looks exactly like that.
yeah, first Akasha is just open up your nose. You look like a dog or some animal, just making this nose up,
Yes, yes.
right? So you will watch Bruno in action in Villas.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah, Lata has a dog Bruno. So
No, no, I'm just looking. He's not there. Normally he comes. Yes, yes.
okay, and especially Lata, what you can do is you can touch Bruno near the nose. It will be cold because
Yeah.
okay, so you can get both Akasha and Apo at the same time. Okay, that's a practice. You just keep on doing that. And inside our nose, the mucus is there. So you can feel the Akasha, and wherever there is Akasha, there is going to be sound. So your nose makes sound, your ears make sound, your mouth makes sound, the anus makes sound. Wherever there is a cheda or a hole, it makes sound. Nothing, and the stomach, you can hear the sound. Right?
Yeah.
So anywhere there is space, sound is heard. Okay, so this is the first level of practice. Can I watch the whole in a person? Not WHOLE, HOLE, whole. When I see, instead of seeing at some level, let's say I'm seeing a feminine and I'm seeing her face or I'm seeing her body and she feels uncomfortable, can I see only the whole? This whole. Nothing else. And keep on watching that whole. And see where is the beauty in that whole. Whether it's a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. The moment he or she does like this, your karma is gone. So horrible. And the mouth. Sufficient. You'll immediately have vairagya. So first is this. Second, heat. Tejas. So we have to just feel. So if I were to touch someone, I would love to have a sensual touch with that person. Instead of that, I need to look at just the heat and cold, nothing else. If I touch a person's hand, either it is cold or hot. That's all you can find. No hand, just the heat and cold. This is the next practice. All the time. Whether I touch myself, I touch the table, I touch the chair, I touch whatever. I touch my wife, I touch my son or daughter or this or that, book, whatever I touch. I just have to feel, oh, this is hot, this is cold. That's all. Third, Vayu. So you have to, in a human being, you have to watch the breath. Otherwise, Vayu is there. You can see the stomach rumbling. Then from below, the sound will come, and also so many things can happen. And when you go for urination, again Vayu is there. So the pressure comes out. Then the water comes. So you can see Vayu. Then Jala, anyway, saliva and all that. And also mucus here. Then Prithvi. So what is left behind is Parthiva, which is Prithvi. So when I cry in front of a body, I am crying in front of a Parthiva, which is Prithvi. What remains forever is the bone. until unless it becomes powder. It becomes powder, Prithvi will remain. It's still Prithvi only. Okay, so it started with mud and goes in mud. That's all. There is no human being, there is no animal, there is nothing else. So, what is the form happening is due to consciousness and not any person sitting there. So, this if we get, Viveka will dawn along with Vairagya. So, Brahman Satya, Jagat Mithya. Simple.
I was just thinking, when you go to just an MBBS and you tell, okay, I have this problem, he'll check and he'll say, oh, this is some your problem, it is not mine. Go to ENT. Then, okay, you go to an ENT, then he'll say, no, there's something seems to be inside. So this is not my area. There seems to be some growth inside. So you go. That's what, like, part by part, they say, okay, this is not the. So you think what they're preaching is not wrong, because they're telling you this is not you, this is not you. You're going in search. Ultimately, the body is not at all yours. Just they're segregating. Oh, okay, I am an ortho. Mine is only bones, muscles, tissues, that's all. Okay, I am a surgeon. What surgeon? Heart, it's only throat and chest. Okay, general, it's more the abdomen and any small things that I have to cut. So actually, they're working in separate. So it means the body is also separate.
Yes.
Or it is, and we tell, oh, it is not holistic approach, it is not approach. But actually, I was thinking, it's very much true. But there is something, some divinity, something is there within that is keeping the whole thing integrated. That is it. The moment that exits, the body also perishes.
No,
So
no. It's not like that. The body is always perishing.
Always perishing. Every breath, in fact, the other day, that's what I felt like. Every breath, it was like a pot was being made. Every time I breathe out, the pot just disintegrates. Every time it was like the pot was being made on the wheel, and each time the breath comes out, it was like the pot is gone. I was feeling like that, I think, 2-3 days back. But this helps a lot, Vilas. The day I keep my mouth shut, and I don't talk, it is better that day. The day I start talking or I start interacting, then everything is lost.
No, that is true with everyone. It's not only with you, with anyone. So the first rule of thumb is maintain silence. So if you want to really go deeper into dhyana, you should maintain silence and watch. So the first level of practice is to watch the whole. That's the starting point. If you can get this, that's the reason they say life goes out of under your nose. You won't be noticing, but it is going away from the nose. The prana is escaping. So first and foremost, you need to see where all the prana is escaping. Prana is escaping from 5 senses. So you can't touch the senses being a sensual being. So what you need to do is you need to see what's the reality. The reality is the whole. So then can you go back to home or office and say or see whether there is a person out there? And if you stop seeing the person, you'll get Vairagya. That is all what it is. It's so cool effect actually if you do it. That's all I had for today actually, for practice. So all the 5 elements.
For the earth element, we can also try the softness and hardness, right?
Yeah, you can. See, you can find a bone, you can find anything that will keep you occupied with that instead of a person.
Yeah, correct. Or you have to see the skeleton.
Best is skeleton,
Straight.
because then it is straightforward. Or see the teeth. Anybody smiling, don't look at the smile, look at the teeth. Just keep on looking at the teeth. You will. Smile is a karma. Teeth is teeth. It's a what I can say. It's a stone. So this is clay, and under that is stone. So all the bones are made out of stone, and all the soft parts are made out of clay. So what you are leaving behind is clay and stone.
Yeah.
That's all what it is. So there is no daughter, there is no son, there is no wife, there is no husband, there is no mother, there is no father, there is nobody. It's only
Yeah, there's
clay.
nobody. Absolutely nobody.
There is clay and stone. It's just a designation.
That's why Shankaracharya says Jagat Mithya.
Yeah. That's the reason there is the shloka. Kate kanta kaste putra samsaro yama ativa vichitraha.
Yeah. For him, it looks all very strange.
Yeah, it is really strange. You are calling a stone, and if I do hold like this, it looks so horrible. If I do like this, would you really like to interact with me? Is my question. If I were to make a face like that,
A simple is you look at the body, remove Chaitanya from there. Then if you love it is great.
that's theoretically true. Practically, you can't.
No, it's not possible.
Yeah, I know. So when
See,
you
the
go,
moment you remove what are the remains, you will not have any connection with that. You
So-
want to immediately get rid of that.
correct. So when you go home,
Equivalent to your stomach is full, and you want to, for example, you are in the bus and you want to urinate, not possible because you have to another 1 hour. You will understand the pain.
yes. So that is the reason. Some time back, when Padma Shri also was there, I said, you spit. You want immediate vairagya. You just take the food out and eat. Immediate. This doesn't take even a second to get vairagya. You will immediately feel disgusted. So it can't be you. This smelling thing cannot be you. And this,
But it is also true, if you focus somewhere, say on something, then your all other things will be defocused, right?
that's correct.
Okay. So with that approach, if you focus only on Chaitanya, all other layers are irrelevant. It will come back.
That
it will not come back.
doesn't work that way, and hence you have to go to bhakti.
Yeah, I think first you have to see the Chaitanya.
For seeing Chaitanya, you should go to bhakti.
I think once you see Chaitanya, at least once, then you'll be able to do it, I guess, what you are saying. So that technique is that mind can hold only one thing at a time. So if you hold the Chaitanya, all the others will drop.
So what they do, but
Hmm.
if you were to go with that approach, they take either Rama or Krishna or whatever
Hmm.
and be with that forever.
Yes.
Can you be with that forever? Even
Because-
for a
yeah.
second.
Now, when you born, there was no awareness of any religion, any Rama, any Krishna. We only created through our parents and some temples and all that. And then we start praying as a bhakti. Whatever you have done, that one, now you don't focus there on Rama and Krishna. You focus only on Chaitanya.
No, that is theory, I'm telling you, but I can keep on telling that Chaitanya and all that, or Sadananda or Sachidananda or whatever it is. It's not going to help even a single bit because I have not seen consciousness.
Okay. See, now if I look at Vivekananda, I am inspired.
Okay.
What is the reason? Whatever the good things he has done.
No, whatever good things you have read, you have not seen Vivekananda.
Yeah. My read is my belief. Whatever he has done, that's a belief.
Right.
Okay, because that history you can believe compared to Rama and Krishna. It is only Ramayana Mahabharata is based on what Valmiki has written. But here it is very much you can believe.
Okay.
If he has done such a great thing, if you have seen that Chaitanya himself through some techniques are also more or less explained there. Now, if you really love that, I'm using the word love, you forget all other things, right?
No, that happens with anything. Just like you love your job, you forget everything.
Yes. That is the spirituality, yes or no?
No,
When you forget everything,
no, not at all.
when you forget everything, is
You
it
are
not a
ignorant, that's
spirituality?
all.
No,
Ignorance.
you have to.
When you forget everything is nothing but your mind is completely transparent.
No, it is not. It's
Yeah,
not.
you're holding one thing. If it is job, we are holding that job. That is samsara. If you are able to hold the God, like you say Chaitanya or Krishna, then it is spiritual. Then otherwise, it's only the training. What we are doing is that is also good that you focus on one thing, and that itself is very difficult. If you're able to focus, that is a practice you are giving to the mind to focus on one thing. So that's the first step. Then you can decide what you want to focus on. But the real spirituality is only when you are focusing on Chaitanya or God.
See, sometimes back, but we, in that room, same room, we wrote down, right, 5 things. What is consciousness is awareness. You are going directly into focus. You should be aware of everything, not one thing. Because consciousness is aware of everything in everywhere. But you are saying focusing on it. So what I did is
Focusing or meditation, I'm talking about.
No, everything is meditation only. Eventually, you have samadhi. So you
Yes.
have a laukika samadhi and you have an alaukika samadhi. The laukika samadhi is when some body comes, I call that as wife, and I start attending to it is laukika. It is samadhi only. I have forgotten everything else when I am with my wife. And when I'm in the office, I've forgotten everything else. That is, I've forgotten my home, I've forgotten the car, I've forgotten the road, I've forgotten the place where I'm staying. Instead, I'm focused, I'm attending, and I'm mindful about the job that needs to be done. That is not spiritual. Not at all. Yes, it is samadhi. If somebody were to ask, is it samadhi? Yes, it is samadhi, but it is not the samadhi of what it should be. So, mind gets into samadhi all the time, either with objects or with something else, Vishaya. So, there's another shloka in Bhagavad Gita, Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha. So you have to really remove that ahara from the mind. Then you are getting into spiritual. The more ahara you give, mind will be in that. Absolutely fair. It is nothing. See, I come to office, I start to believe I'm in ABB, and I start working. I find the team, I get involved, which is what samadhi is all about. Somebody writing an examination will start reading, like my son or whoever, where they keep studying, which is samadhi only. So what happens is, first I become aware, then I get into attention, then I get into focus, then I become conscious of what I am focusing, and I become mindful. These are the 5 steps. But where is awareness? It's no longer there. So when I become mindful, meaning I am absorbed in that, nothing exists at that time. When you are attending to stakeholder, whoever has come to office, you will forget all about everything, right? You will forget your team, you will forget this, you will forget all the things. You are focused and you are mindful of what is happening. That wouldn't work.
Okay, one more question. When you are happy or whatever, it is a kshanika. Then I will
Right.
come back to come back to your original raga dvesha, based on that. So during that time when you're happy, that happy moment is spiritual or not?
No, that means you have not understood Annamayakosha.
Mm.
It is dependent on punya.
Yeah.
You are happy because of punya. You are not
Punya.
happy because of you are genuinely happy.
Ah.
That's all.
So that is, say, happy punya is one thing. Suddenly got lottery, it's a punya. Now I am working hard. End of that one work, I am satisfied. That is again I am accumulating punya.
No,
Maybe I am happy also.
no,
I am hard working, but I am happy.
no.
No?
You are hardly working or hard working is in your mind. The effect is given based upon your punya phala. There are so many people who do the same work, they don't get anything in return. They exactly do what you are doing.
Okay, now without any Vishaya, is it possible for me to feel happy? No Vishaya.
When you remove Vishaya, you are always happy.
When you remove Vishaya.
Yeah.
In Jagrata Avastha, when that happens for a common man?
When he doesn't attach to the five senses.
Then only sleep mode.
No,
Because
it's not
Jagrata
sleep
Avastha,
mode.
he will be one or other things will be happening in
No,
Jagrata.
nothing is going to happen.
Common man, I'm not talking about a meditative spiritual seeker.
Common man, very, very simple. When I say I am a common, let's say I am a commoner, what I mean to say, or
Yeah.
in a very way of explaining, I am a pamara, a common person. What will I do? I will get involved with all the five senses. Each sense will give its own expression, impression, and all that. Mind is one more impression, so it takes everything and feels that this is what I felt, this is what I perceive, this is what I think, this is where it is, and all that. So the happiness is nothing but relief from that anxiety. I am searching for someone and I
Yeah.
see that someone, so I am happy.
Yeah. For example, if I go to say this one behind bars, some punishment to me, then I will be unhappy. But if a criminal person, really there are some people are waiting for him to kill gangs. When they go inside, they feel very comfortable, I heard, because secured.
No, you are going somewhere else, but what?
Vastu is same. Now, Vastu is, I'm talking about Ishaya is same, but one person is happy, one person is unhappy.
No, that is dependent on his perception. He
Yeah.
perceives that there is no problem.
Yes.
See, example I'll give you. I love raping people.
Yeah.
I love. Why I love? Because my mind is perverted. So for one person, rape is not good. For another person, rape is the best thing. Where it is enjoyed or suffered? In the mind. Because my mind is perverted, I don't mind.
Okay. So I have understood. If you are happy, it's only materialistic related, nothing to do with
No,
spirituality.
not
Punyam.
materialistic
Punyam.
or spiritualistic. No, it's punya related. It
Punya
is,
related.
what it means is that everything has come in a proper way and hence punya.
So there is a question to this Chinmaya mission that they have their certain process now. They have defined what is that blissful feeling or spiritual end goal. Moksha means what? So anything permanent is moksha related. They have defined like this. You are always, you like somebody is appreciating, you are happy. And you are happy when you are small, along with your mother, she will protect you, security. And whenever you go to a temple, when you are very stressed, you get a peace. That's a peace, peaceful life. These three things will happen temporarily. The same thing, if you make it infinite, it is nothing but spirituality. What end goal of spirituality is that permanent happiness, security, and peace of mind. Basic three things I'm talking. There can be so many other things. Is it the right way of analyzing?
Yeah, that is very right way of analyzing. Whatever moves, I'll put in another way. If something is moving, then it will make you unhappy.
Yeah, it goes.
If something is there all the time, then you are happy.
So what is there with us all the time? No body,
No mind,
no mind.
only Sakshi.
And this happiness is also temporary. If you
No,
earn money, I'm talking about, it is not permanent.
anything that moves, if money moves, person moves, body moves, relationship moves, everything moves.
Yeah.
There is nothing in this world which has no movement.
So worldly desires, there is nothing you can expect in this except through sadhana you'll get results.
The
Yeah,
sadhana,
when you're doing a meditation, you get that blissful feeling. Or in the spiritual, that is also because of punya?
yes,
That is punya. As per Shankaracharya's first sloka, it's punya.
so
I think reaching there, yeah, the whole thing is punya, right?
see,
One minute. Now I have some doubt about punyam here. See, punyam will be exhausted, then it will come to zero. Spirituality is possible only if no papa punya, you are disconnected from that.
no, wait a second. To get into spirituality, you require punya. To stop coming back or to be a vimukta or mukti, you shouldn't have both punya and papa.
Then shall I say like this? We have 4 purusharthas, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. To attain moksha, these 3 things are other 3 likes, dharma, artha, kama. So you will have a kama that I need moksha, that desire. For that you have to do dharma. For doing dharma you need something, that is artha.
That's one way to put at it. Another way to put is that all the 3 are bondage.
Yeah, like Nirvana Shatakam.
Yeah. You
All
have
the
to
3 are
take out.
bondage.
Na dharmo, na artho, na kame, na moksha.
Kamona moksha.
The moment you put all the 4 of them in a basket, you get attached to dharma. It is my dharma. Then you have artha. Then you will be totally submerged in kama.
But we have not seen in the story so far, without a dharma or dharma yuddha, the ultimate goal is achieved. Even for explaining Bhagavan, Swayam Bhagavan, he had to bring that Bhagavad Gita where it starts from problems and yuddha and finally
No,
happiness.
he just
So you have to fight, and fight is needed.
No.
And if the fight is the dharma, is it not the spiritual path?
No, that is where people go wrong. You have to understand, experience the 12th chapter. If you can fight like in the 12th chapter, then it is fine. If you are not fighting like in the 12th chapter, then you are having dharma, artha, kama only. No moksha. So first and foremost, all the 40 qualities, if I am a follower of Krishna, if I believe in Krishna, if I have faith in Krishna, the first and foremost I need to develop is the 40 qualities in 12th chapter.
If you have 40 qualities, you yourself is Krishna.
That's a basic idea, no? The basic idea is that you are imbibing yourself with Krishna quality, not of your quality or not of my quality. This is a body and a mind which is filthy.
Yeah.
I have to inculcate the knowledge and wisdom of Krishna. So what he says, follow me in 12th chapter.
So which means again, unless you have body, no moksha, because manava janma is required.
Absolutely.
For moksha, manava janma is required. Vairagya is required. That means don't attach to body.
Yes.
You have body, but don't attach.
No, you have no body. Because of you, the body is created. It's like you have home. If somebody says, do you have home? My answer should be, to keep this body, there is home.
Yes.
I don't have a home. I never had a home. To keep this body, to park this body, just like you park your car, You are parking this body. For that, there is a home.
Yeah. See, you have vairagya, but you have to maintain the body also through yoga and all that.
It is simple. You have a car, you have to maintain your car. You have to take it to service center. You have to do all of that. Because you have a car.
If you don't have body, no moksha. If you have body, then only moksha possible.
You have to take the car from place A to place B, drop the car and go. That's all.
It's a
Yeah, when you
vehicle.
go, it will be dropped automatically.
No. This car. This.
No, I'm talking about this car also.
No,
When
I'm
Chaitanya or what you call the
No.
mind travels from here out.
No. Wait for a second.
Hmm.
In the actual car, the car doesn't know you're taking from A to B.
Yes,
The car doesn't know. The driver knows.
yes.
Right? But
We
the car.
don't have intelligence, so it won't be knowing.
No, wait for a second. The car is not going to cry, my owner went away. When is he going to come? Is he going to come? What is this? He has parked me here and all that. Right?
Yeah.
This car feels that. And you cannot drop this anywhere. Till the end, you cannot drop it. So, what you can find out from these two illustrations is that car is ignorant, avidya. This car has the ability to have vidya.
You are talking about this car means the body and mind complex?
Yes, exactly. No. Otherwise,
Yes.
how will you make it aware?
I was about to ask the same question. Next question was that.
No. When I said look at the hole, where is the hole? In the body only, right? So first and foremost, what I should come out of? I should come out of that I am Vilas. Right? And then comes.
So you are trying to say body doesn't have intelligence, but the mind has got intelligence.
Yes, absolutely.
And yataha manaha tataha body will start moving.
Yes, absolutely. No,
Yes,
as
and
the
mana will be active only in Jagrata Avastha.
whatever the mind wants, the
So-
body cooperates.
So that intelligence is given to the mind, so that mind can travel and finally it will drop itself and reach moksha. That intelligence which is there inside this mind, intelligence means Chaitanya, can I say safely?
No, you can call by whatever name. You can even say Brahman.
No.
Why Chaitanya?
From the really understanding point of view.
No, that is what I'm
It's
trying
only
to tell.
reflected. It's only reflected one.
If you go by this method, it's like going in a desert and searching for water. You will never find water in a desert. It seems
No, don't
to
cut
be.
my question now.
I'm not cutting your question, but your approach is wrong. You have to go from gross to subtle, not from subtle to gross. That's not going to work.
No, yes, we have traveled once. Okay, some
but-
understanding
but-
is there.
but
Based
then-
on understanding only, I am asking.
No, when you say Chaitanya, where is Chaitanya?
Chaitanya is invisible, but it is there everywhere.
You can't experience it.
Yes.
If you had experienced it, then this question wouldn't come to you.
You are right. Since I have not experienced, I am asking the question.
And now the problem is you cannot experience something which cannot be experienced. Or you cannot define something which can never be experienced.
Now, for experience, if we need that moksha, then okay, there is no question at all.
No, wait. It's not like that, but
I think it is possible for you to probably, what I am trying to ask is,
I got your question. What I'm trying to tell
it
you
is not catching anything. It is for understanding purpose only
understand.
through this method.
No, there is no method like that.
Ah.
You have to negate everything, and what remains is Chaitanya. The neti will ultimately tell you what is Chaitanya, but not define what is Chaitanya.
But the spirituality says, whatever question comes, you should get the clarification. Anything.
Yes, absolutely. Whatever question comes in either gross, subtle or subtlest, you can answer. So even in Viveka Chudamani, what he does, he answers for all and he drops at the consciousness or Chaitanya or Brahman. Because that Chaitanya is there in everyone. You are able to see that, then there's no question at all.
So we are working with the mithya to reach satya.
Yes.
Mithya is working on mithya to reach satya. Is it right?
No, you are adding too many boundaries to it.
Only three things.
No.
See, we have two things. One is satya, one is mithya.
Correct.
Okay.
Mm.
And this mithya, to reach satya,
You cannot have another
where is the
mithya.
bondage? Where is the bondage? We said bondage is nothing but.
No, that is the reason always Vedanta goes by three approach. Jivi, Jagat, Ishvara.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Have you understood Jagat?
Yes.
Okay. If you have understood Jagat, you will understand what is Jivi now.
Yes.
What is Jivi? What is Jivi?
Jivatma, for example.
Okay, tell me that.
Yeah. Yeah. You have Pancha Bhautika Sharira. Within that, Jivatma is sitting. It's a reflected consciousness that is put together. It's called Jivi.
That reflected consciousness is in Ishvara, not in Jivi.
Intellect.
What comes to you as a perception of reality, which is called as Annamayakosha, along with the Manomayakosha, with all its five senses, is Jivi. So when you see a Jivi,
Okay, in Jivi, highest is intellect. There it stops, right?
there it stops.
Okay.
So when you say Chaitanya, it is Ishvara. Simple. So my question now to you is, can you say, where is Ishvara? I can only say Ishvara exists in everyone and everything.
Yeah, he is all pervading.
That's all you can do,
Omnipotent.
right? Because if my mouth
That's
is...
only definition, no experience.
Exactly. You will now come to my point only. You cannot explain something which cannot be experienced.
Yeah. If you experience, there is nothing to explain.
Makes
Yeah,
see,
go ahead.
That is okay. I have more or less understood. But you have to move, right?
Move where?
okay, if I cut my hand, my right finger, one finger I cut. Do I experience pain in my left hand? Do I experience the pain in my leg? No, right?
No, you will not.
Only here. So I can experience pain here. The moment I can experience the pain in all other parts, probably I get enlightened.
No, it's not like that. Is the first one what you said is right. So Chaitanya, the
Yeah.
Ishvara, the experience,
Yes.
the pain you are feeling in one finger. The pain is not felt in any finger anywhere in the body.
Except that cut.
In the mind.
No, wait. Wherever you first felt that, wherever, is Chaitanya.
Yeah.
The
Wherever
remaining
felt pain is
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya.
Wherever it was felt. The first, not after that. After that, the mind will feel that how this happened and how it's cut and then licking and then putting this and that, all that is happening. The very first time you see someone, the very first time you hear something, the very first time you taste something, the very first pranava, which is what pranava is all about, the very first thing which comes is consciousness or Chaitanya. And it just is, it doesn't have reaction. It doesn't have any actions at all. If its finger is cut, it starts to not bleeding. It burns. You feel a sensation. And that very moment, when there is sensation, is Chaitanya. And that is the reason it's not felt in any other part of the body, because there is nothing that can come out. So when you give an anesthetic injection, what are you doing? You are cutting the Chaitanya from A to B.
Yeah.
Okay? So that nothing is felt. What if you are able to feel every given thing, everything, without a miss? That is called as awareness. So when you become aware, if at all you become aware, then you have realized what to be realized. At the very moment you get mukti. That's all. We have gone down. We have from awareness, we have come to mindfulness. So we are mindful of, oh, this cut, how it cut, oh my goodness, I knew it, I should have held this knife in this way, I could have done. So all that is mind. Consciousness has got nothing to do with what mind is doing. But what if, for a moment, you are aware of everything which is happening, and the body disappears? When that happens, and mind is perplexed, it stops working, and only consciousness exists. So the mithya is seen. So Brahman Satya and Jagat Mithya. That is pure Advaita. And you can now add rope versus snake. Then you can say pot versus clay. Then you can say ornament versus gold. You can name whatever you want. Now you have understood what should be understood. Till that time, it's only theory. Now his question is right. I'm not against his question. But without experiencing, you cannot explain what is that experience, right?
Even after you experience, you cannot explain that experience.
Yes. When this is exactly what Lata was doing for 2 years with me, you are not explaining. I just said to her, look, I got bugged up with her. Every day she asking me the same question, and I'm coming with different answers. So I told her on one Saturday, you have to see yourself as a light falling on the room. You are not bothered about what is there in the room. If you are able to experience like that, you are in awareness. I don't know what she did. She understood. She did for 2 days, and after that, all her questions were answered in those 2 days.
In a second.
And that's all. That's all is awareness. Finished. Done. Now you can go to that state anytime you want.
You cannot miss it.
And it is very obvious. It's something
very obvious, and it is like, I want to tell, but yeah, this is what it is, but I am not able to. I'm just sitting silent. I am very much wanting to tell, this is that, because I understand the pain you are having, because I went and asked Vilas, consciousness is blue in color. I don't know what kind of foolish questions I asked.
So the basic aim is to, like Ranjini, what you said about that finger cutting is good example. That one prick is consciousness.
Yeah, the other way, you are lost in something. You're lost in reading something and you're not aware. Suddenly somebody hit you. That first hit, that is awareness. It is always alert.
Yeah, correct. That comes from deep inside.
It's alert. That is awareness, because it doesn't miss a single thing. Not even any single thought, any single moment. Nothing is missed.
And the very moment you see your light only, the remaining is all mithya. So you are very happy. That is
about understanding ourselves.
Yes, and that is what is called as self-realization.
See, now in the self-realization there are two things. One is this mind goes and touches that Chaitanya and experiencing. Here the experiencer is what? Mind?
Well, if you want to go on this, yes, it is only mind.
See, when you explain that something is experienced, registered, then you are able to express something. You may not have language to express, but you are expressing.
No, see, that experience. I don't know whether it's an experience or it is something which I have known, or it's that recognition which happens in the mind. You cannot differentiate what that is. It's neither the experience nor the knowledge, nor I don't know. It's difficult to explain that.
Beyond everything.
Yeah, it's very, but it is very, very simple.
Yeah. Okay, good.
They
What is tomorrow's topic?
no, they say "Pargo Brahma Vidya Bandhamel Koti Vidya." It's like that. Till I think you experience it, you are behind it. But once you realize it, there's nothing more for you to experience.
Yep. So what Shankaracharya does is that he starts with the Annamayakosha, removes it. Pranamayakosha, removes it. Manomayakosha, removes it. Vijnanamayakosha, removes it. Anandamayakosha, removes it. That's the only way you can do. There is no other way. You can't come from top and saying that, everything is Brahman. Fine. Be in that delusion. Absolutely fair. Because ignorance is also bliss.
My ignorance is okay, but if you are half cooked, that's a problem.
No. Half cooked, full cooked, it is bliss only. Because if I don't know something, it's always blissful. Because there is nothing to be known. Only thing that needs to be known is how is consciousness? What is consciousness? The more you try to define consciousness, you become more unconscious about the same consciousness. And the more you want to experience consciousness, the more it runs away. Because you yourself is consciousness. So you can't now say, I want to consciously experience of what? Of what? Of myself. So myself is where? Self. So I'm touching my heart. Is heart yourself? Yeah, that is what is there in the book. Very good. Enjoy.
Actually, earlier in those greeting cards, it used to come. Happiness is like a butterfly. Now, when you said this, it just the more you run behind it, the farther it goes. You sit in a place, quiet.
It will come. It will come automatically. You don't have to go. So the first step is to stop moving.
So Manonigraha is important here, right? After
Yes. So the if you remember, but some time ago we were talking about when Lata was there and also Padma Shri was there at that time. I asked her, "Are you going from one room to another room?" If the answer is yes, then you have not understood. If the answer is no, you have understood. I mean, you can now say that, I think, no, not like that. If you exactly know that you are not going from one room to another room, you are not going to meet anyone, you are not doing anything, you are just there.
yes.
If you know that. So the practice here should be, but especially since you asked me this question of Chaitanya, I am answering like what I had answered to Lata. If you could practice this, observe who is walking between two rooms, and that's it. You will get your answer. If you properly do it, you should not forget even for a moment. Now when you get up from this room, from this conference room, if you feel that you're going to 6th floor, gone.
I understood, yes. I understood what you're talking. And we are there everywhere, then no question of walking.
Not only that, if you are there everywhere, then there is no wife, there is no husband, there is no friend, there is no enemy, there is no country, there is no continent, there is no earth, there is no this, there is nothing there. It is just one consciousness.
Sarvam Brahmamayam.
That's all. And the day you realize this, you will start laughing because it was always there.
And it was locked. Now you have unlocked.
Now you will start crying also because after laughter comes crying. Oh shit, I didn't know all this time. And that day you are going to have a tearful thing. All this while I was such in a madness.
So you have showcased that very well today. We are looking for it.
No, you
Yeah.
look.
See, I think it doesn't mean that when you get that experience, your mind will fall in place. You just have that knowledge, but the mind still has that impressions and vasanas and all that. So that has to be anyway gone.
Eliminated. Yeah.
Then only you get the liberation.
See, now since I have told you, it might remain for 5 minutes. So now you get out of that meeting room and then start to think who is working, and then some call comes. Hello, blah, no, finished. Oh, gone. That's it. Till we meet tomorrow.
Yeah. See, actually, that day I took 2 days leave, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, only for this purpose. Even though everybody was at home, it was a lockdown, but still I was not distracted. I was able to do. I was simply walking from one
For
room to another room.
investing those 2 days, Lata, you have spent 2 years, right?
Yeah, correct. And to understand it, it took me 1 year. What that was, because I was not able to explain to Vilas
That's because
what
of
that
punyam.
is. And for me to understand, assimilate, it took me 1 year. Really 1 year.
So only this is what I said to her. You are the light. You are not worrying about what is there in this room. Second step, if that works, observe who is walking from one room to another room. Third step, after that, you watch whether you find a wife or a husband and a son and a daughter and blah blah blah. You will find nothing being there. So the fear of death is completely removed because you never were born to die. So all that you are seeing is yourself.
Because of ignorance, we have birth, death, everything.
Yes, exactly. So now your mind is freed of that. So you enjoy, relax, you do whatever.
Atasoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityonma amritangamaya.
So after that only I said, what is the problem if somebody wants to come to office and work?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You want to work, you don't want to work, you sit here because you are not moving anywhere. You are just there everywhere.
It is not prapancha is pulling us. Our mind is going behind prapancha, right?
Exactly. That is what.
Ignorance.
We are holding it and keeping it. This I never
We are.
understood.
And our belief is because of ignorance, prapancha is satya.
Yes.
And we feel that prapancha is holding us.
No.
And
It's
we
the
are
other way
trying to
around.
make it. We are trying to make it shashwata.
No,
But
you
it is
are
running away.
you are wanting to make the prapancha perfect.
Okay, correct.
Yeah. You are trying to make other person perfect.
Yes, which is never going to happen. So just like Ranjini
It is a
is,
good husband and wife relationship in a family is exactly that.
No,
Wife is trying to make husband perfect and husband trying to make wife perfect.
no, Ranjini at this moment she is making her husband perfect. And the more she tries, the worse it gets.
No. More you try, ignorance goes to the next level of.
Which is the worse it gets. So you better don't try. Just leave it.
Yeah.
Because there was never a husband in the first place.
Correct. There is nothing like that.
So then there is no pain, right? Whenever you see, it is just a mold of Prithvi, Apo, Vayu, Tejo, Akasha. That's it, finished. What to tell to that idiot? The idiot, okay, fine. You just say, sit from A to B. I'll not sit. Okay, that's my problem. Watch it. I have told what I should tell you. If you don't want to listen, don't listen. It's your problem. That's all what it is. So it's happiness. Happiness is either being ignorant is happy or have full knowledge and be happy.
So from Annamayakosha to Brahman we have reached. In one step.
One step. And because of Chaitanya, what he brought in between. So tomorrow we will take Pranamayakosha.
Okay, good. Pranamayakosha, only some few shlokas are there.
Yeah, very few shlokas. But when you come to Manomayakosha, it's enjoyment.
Manomayakosha, I think we will there for 1 year minimum we'll spend there.
It is worth going these koshas again and again. Very, very good.
Yeah. Okay. I think we are already time, 9:36 now.
Yeah.
So there are three things, na? Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, and Kriya Shakti. When these three things comes, it's punyam. That is nothing but punyam. Together, these three Shaktis coming.
Yeah, that's what I said. Subramanya and his two wives. His veil is Jnana Shakti, and his two wives are Kriya Shakti and what is that? Icha Shakti. Yeah.
Okay.
See you
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Bye bye.
Yeah, bye.
Namaste.
Namaskara. Bye bye.